Hello, it's Nikki. So guess what? We are coming to the end of the first half of the year. And I'm not going to say, gosh, I can't believe how quickly time goes, because we know that it does. We know that time passes. And as we get older, maybe it happens even quicker each year. Who knows? But I want to give you 3 R's today that may support you going into the second half of this year. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the second half of the year will have some more positives for you, for your family, than the first half. So this is a 3-step system that will really help to ground you and to bring you back to that place of going, what do I want? What is this all about? Am I doing the things that I want to be doing? And really be in that state of having a clear head so you know what to do next. So the first R that I want to talk about is really about reflecting. And you will have your own markers of success or the things that you want to track. But I really invite you to reflect on the last 6 months, the last month, however you like to do this process. Actually, I'm talking about it for the second half of the year, but you can do this at any point. You can do this on a Friday afternoon if you want. But that first step, reflect, is so crucial. And do you know what? It was a step that I never used to take, because what I used to do is I used to do that very sort of stoic move where if something didn't go to plan, I would just brush myself off and go, come on, let's go again. Like I'd have this sort of stern talking to myself about it. Like, come on, off we go. It'll be fine. Right, write some new goals. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on. And actually that disregarded perhaps why the thing hadn't happened. And it wasn't giving me that time and space to actually assess what had been going on. It's almost like getting to a place in your car with your sat nav, and suddenly the sat nav goes wrong, and you don't take a moment to pause and look around, and instead you just go into fifth and you're like, come on, let's go. So the first thing that I want you to do, or I invite you to do, is to reflect. What has been going on? And wherever you can with this exercise, be very gentle with yourself, because I know I have a tendency to immediately go, well, that was terrible. Oh, I should have done that better. Or, well, that wasn't, oh, no wonder that, and that doesn't go into that mental spiral. That doesn't support. So this is about me using my very gentle voice that perhaps I might use with my kids when they're upset or they're trying to tell me something, or we're trying to work through something together. It's that nurturing part of yourself. It's that nourishing part of yourself, where you sit down and you say, what's been going on? What's been going well? Where are my gaps? Where do I really need to celebrate? Or perhaps really noticing what the shifts have been. So sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean I made my first 7 figures. Sometimes it's that moment of going, go on, kid, you answered that email really nicely there. You might have gone along with what they'd said at that point, and you might have shut away what you actually wanted to do, but you didn't. And I'm really proud of you for that. So it's those little moments as well, those tiny moments, which to other people is not necessarily the jazzy stuff, but it's your moments of reflection. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 is about refining and really noticing, okay, so I've got these clues. I know what worked well. I know where my gaps are. I know what's been going on. This is your opportunity before you go again to refine and, maybe I've got another R here. Maybe I've got another R. To refuel. So to really take a moment to refine, to check in and go, right, what is going on? How can I make that better? How can I support myself? And I often ask my clients this rather, and I ask myself as well, how can I support tired you? How can I support overwhelmed you? How can I support you when you feel like your confidence is in the bin and you need a bit of taking care of? How can I do that? So this is about really refining what has been going on so you know what to do. And this refuel sense as well is sometimes before you go again, you need to sit down and have a cup of tea. And you may need to have a sleep, or you may need to have a couple of days off so you get your creativity back. It could be all kinds of different things. But in order to make the next step, this step is really important because it's going to ground you again. And why I keep using this word grounding is if you come from this grounded place, you're going to be able to have clarity. You're going to be less foggy headed. You're going to be able to make decisions going forward. If you're still in that, oh gosh, oh, there's so much going on, you know, the equivalent of your car breaking down and you're just running around the car park going, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Like if you've sat down on the curb and you've got a cup of tea in your hand, you can start to think straight and go, right, okay, what do I need to do? I do remember breaking down once on the bit where the A1 meets the North Circular on a Friday afternoon. It was not a good moment. In fact, it was a terrible moment, but somebody did stop very kindly and managed to like pull my car to the side of the road and just allow me to have that moment of like, what do you need? What's going on? So that's what that stage is. The third part, or the fourth part, I guess, is about refocus and really connecting again with your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is this next chapter, this month, this quarter, however you like to refine it? What is this about? Where are you going next? Where do you feel pulled? And really seeing if you can get as much emotion behind that as possible. Because otherwise what will happen, if there isn't an emotion, if there isn't a pull, if there isn't a sense of purpose behind it, if there isn't passion or integrity or big picture or all of these things, it will start to feel a bit dawdly or a bit purposeless. And I know what I'm like in a shop. If I'm just at a point where I'm a bit tired, I don't really know what I want, but I know I've got to make something for dinner, I will dawdle. I will be looking at books. I will be seeing what is in the top 20 paperbacks instead of going and buying the dinner and buying the food that I need to buy. So this sense of refocusing, it feels like you're almost zipping your coat up again. You've had a shower, you've had a good breakfast, and you're ready to go. And you've got that. I feel like Ricky Gervais in The Office. You've got that refocus and you're ready to go again. So I hope you can see, I guess, the power of those steps, that actually you can only get to the refocus and be really productive, straightforward, etc., however you like to define it, if you do the other steps along the way. So I thought I was going to have hiccups then. I haven't. Okay, I haven't. Great. So I would love you to try this for yourself. You can do it on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can even, and I'm going to throw it out there because this is something that I do sometimes. Sometimes I leave myself a voice note on each thing. I just talk. So I might walk through the woods like a weirdo, and not like a weirdo, and just talk into my phone. So I might say, reflect, right, okay, what's been going on? What's on my heart? What's spilling out? Because sometimes that moment where I need to get it out my body, sometimes the words will come out much quicker than the writing. So to recap, reflect, and then I'm looking here, refine, refuel, and refocus. I hope that has been useful. If you are looking for more support, do book a one-on-one session with me. It's a free strategy call. I would love to chat to you about your business. And secondly, if you want to join Jam and Plan, it is now available on my website. It's 4 brand new sessions which you can dive into. And there's 2 options. There's one where you can just experience the course, and the second one has a session with me and a week of email support as well. So Whatever would be useful for you, do take your pick. All the details are down below, and I look forward to hearing how this exercise works for you. As always, if you want to share it, please do. I would really appreciate it, and sending lots of love, and I know you're doing brilliantly. Bye.